Listen, because what I'm about to tell you may decide where your eternity ends. There was once a man named Daniel. Daniel was admired in his city. People clapped when he walked into a room, and his name opened doors like a golden key. He was successful, wealthy, and proud of it. If you asked him how he reached the top, he would smile and say hard work, discipline, and never wasting time on people who don't matter. But what Daniel didn't know was that heaven was watching. One evening, Daniel went to bed in his luxurious mansion. His head touched the softest pillow money could buy. But that night, something unusual happened. He dreamed, and in his dream, he found himself standing before a massive gate of light. The gate opened, and inside was not gold, not jewels, not angels singing. No, it was a single enormous book. This book was so tall, it reached the sky. Its cover glowed, and its title was written in letters of fire. The Book of Forgotten Faces. Daniel, with all his pride, laughed. A book? I expected something greater. Show me my achievements, my awards, my trophies. But the voice of God thundered, open it. Daniel placed his hand on the heavy cover, and as it opened, his smile slowly faded. Page after page, there were faces. The first face was an old, homeless man Daniel used to pass every morning near his office. The man would stretch out his hand, trembling, whispering, please, just a little bread. But Daniel never stopped. He walked past him as if he were dust. Now, in the book, that same homeless man's eyes stared at Daniel, silent but filled with judgment. Daniel trembled. Why is he here? The voice of God replied, because I put him on your path and you ignored him. The next page revealed another face. This time it was a woman from his neighborhood. She lived alone, her children had left, and every evening she sat outside waiting for someone to greet her. Daniel never once said hello. He thought, she's not important. Now her face looked at him in the book, full of loneliness. The voice of God spoke again. She was my daughter. You had the chance to show her love, but you chose pride instead. Daniel flipped another page. This time he gasped. It was the face of his old friend. Years ago, that friend had gone through deep pain, calling Daniel for help, but Daniel was too busy. He ignored the calls, thinking, I can't let someone else's problem slow me down. Now, in the book, his friend's face was filled with tears. Daniel fell to his knees. Please, no, show me my good works, show me my success. But the voice of God answered gently, yet firmly, heaven does not measure greatness by success. Heaven measures greatness by compassion. Daniel wept bitterly. His trophies, his wealth, his pride, none of it appeared in the book, only the faces he ignored. Suddenly, the book closed with a loud sound like thunder. Daniel cried out, give me another chance, let me go back. And in that moment, he woke up. The morning sun was shining through his window. His pillow was wet with tears. For the first time in his life, Daniel felt small, not small in a bad way, but small before a great God who values every single soul. That day, everything changed. Daniel walked into the street, and when he saw the homeless man, he didn't walk past. He knelt down, offered food, and smiled as if he was serving a king. He greeted his lonely neighbor with warmth, making her laugh for the first time in years. He called his old friend not to talk about business, but to listen, to truly listen. Daniel finally understood. The people we ignore may be the very ones who decide our eternity. And do you know something, my friend? As you are listening to this story, there are faces in your life right now that you may be overlooking. The cashier at the shop, the colleague who always seems quiet, the neighbor who waves but you never wave back. What if those faces are written in your own book of forgotten faces? Never overlook a human soul, because in God's eyes, every person matters. Now let me leave you with one powerful and dangerous word: compassion. Type it in the comments if you believe it. not just with your fingers, but with your heart. And before you go, remember this: someone out there is waiting for your kindness today. Be the reason they smile, not the reason they cry. If this story touched you, don't just keep it, share it. And if you want more life-changing stories like this, hit that subscribe button. Together, let's spread light, love, and compassion in a world that desperately needs it. God bless you.
Please like, share and subscribe.